All right. Last week when we testing about the project, that we have some errors when we open the project that I put in the course material folder. So the main problem here is that my MacBook has the different versions of Xcode, which support different version of Swift and some kind of deployment environment. So here is the way to check if you are using your own MacBook or if you are using some Mac Mini to check the version of your Mac operating system and also the Xcode. So to check your version of your Mac operating system, that you can look at to this Apple icon and about this Mac, and it will show you about the system information. So I'm using on this eLab Mac Mini, and you can see that all the Mac Minis are installed with Mac OS High Syria, and the version is 10.13.6. And recently, Apple released a new Mac operating system that is called Mojave. So that is the operating system I'm using on my MacBook for my personal use. All right, and also if you look at the Apple Store, that you will see that the Xcode version currently available to all the people's 10.2.1. But if you look at the Mac version that we have, for example, I will when I click on the Xcode, that this is the welcome screen of the Xcode operating system, that you will see the version, it is 10.1. So that means we have a kind of one version lower than the current available version. So even though the number is small, but there are big gap, because this Xcode that we use on the Mac Mini doesn't have latest version of the Swift language. So the latest Swift language is version 5, and this Xcode version install Swift version 4.2. So the problem is that if you make a kind of project that use Swift version 5, and if you want to run it with this Mac Mini Xcode version, then you cannot run the project. So in this video that I will guide you how you can change this kind of language version different. All right, so this is the project that I share in the week 5 course material folder. That the food tracker version 0, it is the kind of a version that you can work on top of it. So I will open this project, and you will see that you will see this project, and normally I ask everyone to hit the play button to see how the existing project is okay or not. But if you look at this, then in this food tracker, that you cannot find any simulator here. So basically you cannot run this project, because this project is developed using the Xcode's latest version, and that Xcode latest version also need to install on the latest version of Mac operating system. So I cannot install that latest Xcode version on this machine, because the Mac I also need to upgrade the other existing Mac OS version, and some machines may not be compatible with the newest one. So I cannot upgrade it, so I will show you how we can downgrade this project. So here we don't have any simulator here, because this Xcode, this old version of Xcode doesn't understand and doesn't have a deployment environment for this project using Swift version 5. So In order to be able to run on this machine, the first thing you have to do is that you need to go to your project. Then it will show you all these project properties. And there, if you, while you are looking at the root of the project, and if when you are looking at the target of your project, and if you look at it, you will see something like deployment info. Deployment means that you write the codes, and to run it, you need some kind of library, simulators, and environment. We need to put your code in this environment, and then you can see how it works. So that is mean we deploy the app. So in this case, that deployment target, it is according to the original project, it is 12.2. But our current version of Xcode is 12.1. So that's why this digit, even though you can see like 12.2, but it is not active. So to fix this, what you can do is you can open it up and you can choose the deployment target to the latest one that can support by your machine Xcode. So I selected 12.1 and I press enter just to make sure that it has some effect on it. And now I will click on this and you will see that there are many simulators showing up. So now you solve the problem about missing simulators in your Xcode project just by changing the deployment target to 12.1. So I suggest you to choose the iPhone XS because that is not so big screen like Max, and that is the latest version available. So I will choose this one, iPhone XS. Okay, now you should be able to try, but of course we still have some issues I will explain to you. So after setting the simulator, if you hit the run button, then you will have these kind of errors. So here I will explain to you how you can understand about this error message. So this yellow one, if you click on that, that is called warning. So warning means that it's just warning, but it is not the error. So even with a lot of warning in your project, you can still run it. But if you see something like this red dot, that means that these are the error that you need to fix it. So the issue error is Swift version 5.0 is unsupported. So that is saying that your Xcode version doesn't support the Swift version 5. So in this case, we need to downgrade the Swift versions. So how you can do is that you can go to, while you are selecting the food tracker, and you can go to the tab called Build Setting. And there, if you go to the bottom of the, if you scroll down, okay, if you look at the bottom of the page, for example, now you are looking at the target food tracker build settings, and if you look at it, you will see something like Swift language version, and your project setting is set to Swift version 5.0, and it is saying that it is unsupported on this deployment environment. So you can basically change, click on this, and you can choose the latest available version of the Swift language in your Xcode. That is Swift 4.2. And after changing this setting, you may try again to run this. So now you don't have any error anymore, and your program start working, and it is trying to put it in the simulator. So while we are waiting for the simulator to come out, you may pay attention to these kind of messages. So you can see that it is still working on, and in this case you need to wait a bit more. So you can see that this simulator with the iPhone XS is trying to launch. So this may take time depending on your setting. For example, that if your if your machine have never used the iPhone XS version simulator, if your machine have never used it, then in this case what happened is that Xcode trying to retrieve the kind of system image of this iPhone simulator with the version iPhone XS, and then try to configure it. So it will take some time. So after taking this kind of configuration, second step, what Xcode will do is it will install your project into this simulator. So this is what you are seeing now. And after a while, then you will you will see the project. So there are two steps relating to this simulator working. The first thing is configure this iPhone operating system. Second thing is to install or to put this kind of app install into this iPhone operating system and launch it. So in the future, that if you are sitting on the same machine with the same account, and if you use the same simulator environment, let's say iPhone XS, in this case, it may begin a bit faster, because next time when you use it, maybe Xcode doesn't need to configure much about the simulator operating system. It just need to worry about installing the app into the iPhone simulators. Now you see that everything is working properly, and this is the project that we finished in week 4. It's something like putting typing some data and pressing the enter, and it will change it. If you hit the clear button, it clear the text box and change the name back to set mean name. Alright, this is a short tutorial about changing the deployment settings. So other things that you still have the warning is something like deployment target 12.2. So there are several things like, for example, if you go to the food tracker, that you will see the Swift language version as specified. So if you don't want to see this warning, you may check all these issues and you can fix. But to make it simple, I don't want to go very deeper. But what I want to emphasize here is if you change two settings of your project, you should be able to run the project without any error. Okay, good luck.